I have a story to tell. Yeah, there's this young man. This is a keyboardist in his church. Several years ago, he was approached and was asked why his sound, why he wasn't playing that PSR 600 well. So, do you know what his response was? He said, "This keyboard is actually a toy keyboard for him, so there's no way you can get best sound out of that keyboard." Okay, the church now arranged to say, okay, do you know what, we are going to upgrade this keyboard for you. They got Motif FX8. We've changed your keyboard, but your sound is still not it. What's the problem? He now said, I can't hear myself well. Whatever I do, my monitor doesn't really translate well. It's okay, we got it. They changed his monitor also. And so the problems still persist. And then I asked him again that we've been investing. Now this is like the second time we've invested into your workstation, but yet your sound is not still it. So what's the problem? He said, at this time I need a P16. I need to be on in-ear so that wherever then I play, I have the same sound. I can actually sample my sound, design my system so that whatever I am doing is also feeding the audience, right? It's okay, yes. So the next time they now acquire P16 and the network, everything with a very good in-ear monitor, something that is even more than this. And then the same thing, the same excuses, the same stuff. They've actually acquired several things, maybe things he needed and even some that he doesn't need, just to make sure they shut down, they close that room of excuse. So later on, he started using it and they noticed there was still no difference. His sound was still like he was playing toy keyboard. So at this juncture, they say, guy, we don't like the sound. We've met all your requirements. So what is still the problem? He said, at this time, please, I need an increase in my salary. What you're giving me is not really good. So whenever I'm playing the keyboard, I'm not really happy. So I need to express my emotions. I need people to also connect anytime I'm playing. So I'm not really happy because my salary need a rise. It's okay, no problem. We're going to give you like 150% increment. So the next time they upgraded his salary, and that was it. So they thought he would improve, but at this juncture they say, sorry, we cannot take it no more because we've done all your biddings, we've done everything, and they say we are giving you one more last chance. If you don't get it right, then we are going to replace you. It's okay. The challenge now is not actually him again, it's the music director. He doesn't like the lineup of songs that they always give him to score. So that is why. Is that the reason? It's okay, fine, let's change the music director. And that was why they got another person. And so then that's his last bus stop. So at the end of the day, the church discovered that this guy has refused to improve himself and he keeps giving excuses. So this is not good. Now, what's the lesson from this? Everything is possible in this life. The enemy knows it clearly that What will limit you from going up is excuse. So for some people, they have close to 1 million bags of excuses. So this is my advice also for you. Stop giving excuses. To whom much is given, more is expected. When you are playing the PSRO, that Casio keyboard, then less was expected of you. But do you know how much a stage note costs right now? And so we do see people using the same keyboard on YouTube, official videos, yet the sound changes. Why is your own not like that? Recently, I saw somebody manipulating a grand piano with some form of ADSR adjustment, and everything changes. You know the way when you play a note and sustain, there's something that just instantly duck the sound. Like there's this popular way Nigerians always dial in ADSR on their piano, and it's sounding awkward. Maybe in my subsequent videos, I will sample one and just play for you to listen. It's not really good. When you see a Kirk Franklin keyboard is playing the same note that you have, when you see what is coming out, it's different. So you as a keyboardist, you need to understand what this guy does that is quite different from you. Learn. There's this creative side of you that should design your sound, sample your sound, mix your sound, and some form of your temperament added to. Those are the virtues you should possess, so that what is coming out from the system is clean, is pure. God loves joyfulness, and you're a minister. So you need to create that joyfulness. And we also need to be temperamentally tender in the way we play our keyboard. If you are meant to play these guys calmly, just do that. Previously, I stated that, beyond the normal piano sound, for instance, that you have, there are emotional pianos, right? That enables you to design it. Instead of coming out harsh, there's a way you work with the ADSR again. There's a way you dial in reverb, and there's a lot of tail end emotions that you add to. Sorry, I'm not referring to you underlaying other pad or patches, just that piano sound alone, right? So do that. That motif, that montage has 1,000,000,001 permutations and combination. Discover. Don't be stereotyped. Don't just be a one-way traffic person. When you are around this Sunday, your audience would have predict the sound of your piano, and almost 80% they are usually right, because it's the same sound that you knew 15 years ago. It's the same thing you are doing right now. It doesn't speak well. Look at me now. Look at me. I'm not a keyboardist. I'm not at all. But it's just a small experience I acquired in sound that's making me to dive into maybe sound design. Diving, okay, this sound can be like this, it can be like that also. You get? So maximize that keyboard. Out of the 1,000,001 or 1,000,000,000 ways of playing that keyboard, you only know one. There are maybe 999,999 percentage remaining. So please discover that one. Discover. I think let's look at the life of a chameleon. Yeah. So one thing I learned is it easily adapts to its environment, to its ecosystem. So that it changes color. I'm talking about color, talking about timbre, talking about harmonies and the genre of music. You can also adapt. We know that in a cycle, when you slice the cycles in several portions and remove some fragment out of it, maybe that fragment is what is required of you to fill in. But you ended up dominating everything in the cycle, whereby giving no space for lead vocal, for guitarists, for drums, for background vocals, for horns, for brass, for strings, for orchestra. You are just there, you are feeling, running up and down, everything, because you want someone to really give you an award as a professional. But truly, that's a foolishness of you. I'm sorry I'm using that word because it's really annoying. When you see somebody that, please, just play this one. Play this one only. You want to play everything. Everything. That's not even professional of you. I don't care whether you hate me for this, but I'm telling you the truth. That's the burden that the Lord has laid in my heart. Joshua, be an agent of change for the musician in Africa, not just Nigeria. As you see, all this why it looks as if I'm diverting from teaching the sound tech team. It's more, my effort is more like I'm going into the musicianship space. And truly, like I always say, we amplify 100-fold of what you give it to us to mix. If you sing well, your voice will sound like one of the billions of angels available. So less is more. Don't put in everything you got into one piece of song. The song might just meant to be for 4 minutes. There are sequence, there are pattern, there are arrangement, there are things that happen in 3 minutes, 5 seconds. Just play your part. That's why till today I still love the Black gospel contemporary music. If you're able to solo each instrument in your head, let's assume that you are trying to deconstruct a mix. There's a way keyboard plays, there's a way organ plays. Organ is not just one, it's not just static. They play with drawbars, with rotor speed, with other elements. You can feel it in your soul, in your body. Please, let's learn. If you are meant to play organ, learn it well. If you are meant to play piano, learn it well. If you are meant to play piano, whether you're playing the main keys or the auxiliary keyboard or additional auxiliary keyboard, or you are playing from VST or whatever, do it well. Score your part and leave every other part for you. One of the problems also we face is that you have one keyboard that want to play everything at once. Let me tell you, you are not omnipotent. You are not omniscience. You are just one person. Play your part and leave the rest for others to dominate. Less is more. And next to this is noise. Will you rather want to make that joyful noise, or you want to make a noise that your audience will just be praying for this session of praise and worship to be over, so that they can concentrate on the work? Because whatever you are playing is distorting them physically and spiritually. Please don't hate me. I'm just trying to pass the message that the Lord has laid in my heart. Nigerian musician, if you can hear me right now, this is the time for you to change. We are in digital age. Everything around us, left, right, center, is purely digital. Means there are almost 85 to 90% of user interface, user predefined interface that you can manipulate, you can create, you can custom make your own sound, your own stuff. The keyboard you have right now is more than just keyboard. It's a console. Part of it, design sound. Part of the keyboard is temperament based. Part of the keyboard is also sound domain. So you should, please, I'm begging you, discover your sound and keep it simple. You have the keyboard. Too much of play, even break the keys itself. The keyboard, they are they are not soft touch. How do you call this? Okay, so let's just skip. So just try. I'm just a servant that is telling you what to do. God bless you. I love you. And I appreciate everything you do. And I pray for open doors.